Well, evidence that the Royal Commission continues to further trash financial planners' reputations. Many inside the big banks now want out. I spoke to the head of independent financial advisors, Daniel Brammall from Canberra. Daniel Brammall, this week we've heard about fees for no service, yet more instances of inappropriate advice being given to clients, and then fees being charged for service to even dead people. Does any of this come as a surprise to you?
I think what's really come as a surprise, Elise, is the extent to which the witnesses who have been presenting for the banks and insurers so far have gone to protect their own businesses and seemingly disregarding the obligations of their financial services licensing and ignoring the best interests of the ultimate client. That's what really surprises the most.
You're speaking with financial planners at the moment that are inside these institutions. How are they feeling about what's being revealed?
They're very angry. There's a groundswell of anger in the general community, in the public, that the banks are deliberately deceiving the regulator, and it's reflecting poorly on the financial planners who are with those banks. And so the planners are starting to give us feedback like, if I'm ever going to do this, now is the time to go. I had a conversation with someone just recently who is intending very seriously to make the leave, and is being watched by other financial planners in the same and other banks who are in senior roles, considering their future to see how the bank responds, or the insurance companies respond to what's coming out. They've been concealing this for a long time. There was a manager of financial planners who went into a meeting about a week ago, I heard, and said that, look, in regards to the Royal Commission, there is no doubt in my mind that we'll be strong and solid. The business will continue unabated. This time next year, you've got no problems with that. So I spoke before about culture. There is a genuine culture of arrogance, it would seem, and I think that the vertically integrated model is on borrowed time. The senior financial planners are the lifeblood of those banks and insurance companies, and they're all considering their future. For good reasons, for good reasons. They need to take control of their future rather than have it in the control of a bank.
And just to pick you up on that, there was a senior manager that said, despite what you're hearing at the Royal Commission, we will continue exactly how we have been operating.
No. What he said was, don't have any illusions that the business will go broke over the next 12 months. The business will still be around this time next year. We'll all still be in business.
But there will be some changes.
He played down the changes. I wasn't in the room at the time. This is hearsay, but that was the announcement that there's no need to panic. There's no need for alarm. We are going to soldier through this, and we'll all still be around in 12 months.
Most of the big banks saw the writing on the wall with these financial planning businesses that they bought and the wealth businesses that they bought. They've either sold them already in the case of ANZ, or they're looking to sell them or spit them out onto the share market. Do you think that this is going to change the behaviour in any way? Because the political pressure is on to expedite this process, but what would change?
The problem is when you've got industry leaders, which is in the heads of the banks and the insurance companies, saying that they've created processes and systems and increased education to find a balance between the commercial interests of the banks and the best interests of the public, their clients, it gets to the point when this is the conduct that they've exhibited, it really makes you scratch your head whether anything would change whatsoever unless there's a complete divorce of one from the other, product and advice.
ASIC Commissioner Peter Kell this week said at the Royal Commission that the financial planning industry is far from professional. Now, a new government body is being set up. It's called the Financial Advisor Standards and Ethics Authority, and it's been created to fix that. Will it?
I don't think it's really going to be able to elevate the industry to a profession until the issue of conflicts of interest is absolutely outlawed and dealt with.
Daniel Brammall, thank you so much for joining the program.
Thanks so much.